so they became farmers, and they did okay. They did okay. So that's one thing really interesting about the U.S. is we're all from different places. Yeah, so the U.S. is made up of many different people. We have Japanese people, Taiwanese people, every kind of person lives in the U.S. So it's really cool. Okay, so let's see here. Why don't we talk about what makes a country? Okay, so for a country, you need to have a few things. Oops, I forgot to discuss this. Never mind. That's all right. Okay. So for a country, there's the size. Okay, so a country can be very big, very small, medium-sized. Okay, so the U.S. is bigger than Taiwan, but China is bigger than the U.S. Okay, so you have many different sizes. Then you can have, you know, like borders. Okay, so there's island, or maybe they have 1, 2, 3, or 4 borders. This means that there's something outside the country. Okay, so maybe if they have one border, so maybe like this. Okay, a country is not going to look like this. But if it was like a box, okay, that means there's one country here, and then this is water, ocean. Okay, so it looks very strange country. But let's say if it was 2 borders, okay, you'd have 2 countries, and then this would be water. Okay, so like this. And there's no box countries. Okay, and then you have, okay, the geography. Okay, this is the land, okay, what the terrain, the ground of the country looks like. So you can have, okay, forest, you can have lakes, you can have rivers, okay, mountains, deserts, okay, and it goes on and on and on. Okay, so forest is going to have many trees. Lakes are going to be big areas of water or small. They don't have to be very big. Rivers are going to be long, kind of like the Dan Shui River. Okay, those are nice and long. You have mountains. Okay, deserts are very dry places. Okay, there's very little or no water in a desert. An example of a desert would be the Sahara. Have you heard of the Sahara? Okay, that's a desert. Okay, so somewhere like that. Okay, then you have the weather. Okay, the weather could be hot. Actually, it would be called Okay, so the weather has 2 parts. The first is the seasons. Okay, this is summer, fall, winter, and spring. Okay, so if it has 4 seasons, okay, what is it like in the summer? Okay, does it rain a lot in the summer, or is it very dry? Okay, in the fall, does it get colder? In the winter, does it snow? And in the spring, does it rain a lot? Are there many flowers around? Okay, so these are the seasons. And then you also have just the climate. Okay, so you have the north, south, east, and west. Okay, so when we say climate, we're saying, is it hot, cold, or maybe just humid? Okay, humid is hot, but it's like sticky, like very wet hot. Okay, so like Taiwan in the summer, it gets very wet hot. Okay, so the climate can be different from the north, the south, the east, and the west. So in the U.S., the north, okay, in the winter is very, very cold. Okay, it snows a lot. And in the summer, it's kind of, it's not even hot, it's more like mild. Mild is kind of like so-so, yeah, mild in the summer. And that's in the north. But in the south, in the winter, it is hot. And in the summer, it is humid, okay? So it can be very different from the north to the south or the east to the west with weather. Okay, then you have the people. Okay, what do the people look like? Do they all have black hair? Do they all have blonde hair? Do they all look the same, or do they look somewhat different? Are they like the U.S. where every single person is from a different country? Okay, so what are the people like? Then you could say the language. What language do they speak, okay, in this country? So in Taiwan, they speak Taiwanese. In Thailand, they speak Thai. In Canada, they speak Canadian and French Canadian. In Switzerland, they speak like 7 languages. They have French Swiss, German Swiss, Italian Swiss, Italian German, Swiss. Okay, they have tons of different languages, and that's because of their borders, because there's different countries that are on the outside. Okay. All right, and then we have like buildings. Okay, so like what do the houses look like? So if you have houses in Taiwan and compare them with houses in Japan, they look a little different, right? Houses in Japan are kind of smaller, a lot smaller, and kind of cute, and they have a different style. Houses in